Good morning, YouTube. Today we're going to remove the pistons out of that 355 engine.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan. We are at the Howard, and with me today we have Adam and Josh. You guys love Josh, and you love that he harasses me. Thanks, Josh. So we're going to continue working on this 355 engine. As you know, we are doing a full engine rebuild. This is not a major. We started it thinking it was going to be a major. Then we realized, well, the compression was screwed up, and so we're doing a full engine rebuild. So the pistons need to come out. We've already got the heads out. We're going to send out the heads to get machined. They're going to have new valve guides installed. And now, well, we got to get new piston rings. So those, we were concerned that they're washed out. So we're going to replace those as well. Yeah, continue getting this thing basically down to the block is kind of where we're going to be at today. Hi, Josh.
Hello, YouTube.
Are you excited for this?
Very excited.
I know you love working on projects that I rope you into unwittingly.
Well, at least you did all the goober work, taking the motor out and all of that stuff.
Yeah, we leave you the fun stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to say, this sort of stuff is actually pretty fun.
It is. I don't mind building.
It's interesting.
Engines. Yeah.
You don't get to do this very often. I would assume even in your work, you probably don't do this too often.
Not that often. I mean, I'm one guy in a small shop, you know, so I only do them once a year, every couple of years, you know. Yeah. Sometimes you do 3 of them in a row, and then you won't do another one for 5 years.
Yep.
But yeah, engine building is what kind of roped me into working on cars and really getting into it, you know, because it's kind of an art, you know. It's a whole kind of super cool puzzle of building an engine. Diagnosing check engine lights and operative air conditioning is a dirty necessity. It's not really the coolest part of the job.
No, haha, cool part with the air conditioning. Yeah, pun. Well, as you can see, we've got the engine down to, well, the heads are gone, the pistons are still in, the crank is still in, so the heads are going out to get machined. We got to get these pistons out because we're going to replace the piston rings, and we also just need to check on measurements and stuff to make sure everything's within spec or within tolerance.
Yeah, we already have a couple adventures, right? We haven't solved coming up with the toolkit yet to get the crank pulley off. Yeah. And then we have whatever's going on with this alternator where the bolt's been completely marred and hammered on and abused, so the alternator's kind of stuck. So process and procedure, we're not really going to be doing this the way you would by the book, because we got some stuff that's stuck and it's going to be easier to deal with when it's not on the engine in the stand. So we're actually going to flip the motor, pull the oil pan off, and with the pan off, the alternator will come off, and then we can deal with cutting and, you know, pressing or, you know, using a hammer and a drift to get the bolt out and get the alternator off, and then get everything else off and get the pistons and stuff out, and we'll deal with the crankshaft and the front cover later on.
Okay. Cool. Well, let's have at it. Ew. All the coolant and goo.
Yeah, whatever didn't come out when we pulled the block trains.
Oh, that's a lot of oil.
Did you guys drain the oil out of the motor before you pulled it?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know with you guys.
We swear we did.
Okay. You never...
Yeah, you can't get it all.
No, it's not going to happen.
But it has been upright this whole time, so... Not surprised. Gotta get the oil pan off. I remember this was a pain in the butt for Tim's car.
Yes.
And like we had to beat on it with a hammer and stuff because it was like damn near
the alternator to the oil pan.
Yeah.
And the bracket.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, so we're having some difficulty. This is, I don't think, factory, and this bolt clearly is like jammed in there and like been beat on with the hammer. It's just stuck.
We may be sawzalling.
Ooh. Your favorite.
It's gonna be awkward, you know, pulling.
Yeah, it's gonna be real weighty.
Yeah, but I've at least got it cracked loose.
Oh! Woo!
There we go.
Yay!
There you go.
Alternator and all. Jeez.
I don't really see any metal shavings in there, so that's good.
No, it looks pretty decent.
Looks pretty engine-y and oil-like.
It's a big old windage tray.
Yep, big old oil pickup and oil pump. Car parts.
Car parts. Whoa, what is that spring?
That's the oil chain tensioner. Remember we did the upgrade on Timmy's 348?
Oh yeah, I remember that being a
same.
pain in the ass.
Yep, same.
Is that tensioner known to fail?
It's the guide that the chain rides on, because it's a phenolic, so the chain just wears through the phenolic over time. Yep.
Yeah. Now what's next?
Next, we got to get the oil pump all off and out of the way, and then get the windage tray out of the way, and then we can start cracking rod bolts and get the rods and pistons out.
Nice. All right, so we're getting the oil pickups off, and then
we'll get the windage
and the windage tray. Yay! Ooh, pretty stuff. Yay! And now you can see why it's a cross-plane crank. Very, very cool. All right, I guess next we gotta do
rods and pistons.
Rods and pistons. Sweet. Oh, look at, they're numbered too.
Yep.
Don't get to see that every day.
No, you do not.
That was on some serious Ugga Duggas. Of course, that's a pretty short handle.
God damn. Let me get a big breaker bar.
We had to give Adam
Custom
some
tools.
extra arm strength.
All that body mass, and he still can't get the rod bolts. We got a couple of them loosened up.
Don't the bolts have to go back to the same rods too? No?
I know some cars that's a big deal. Like when I was researching the rod bearings on the BMW, it's a big deal.
Well, everything to do with rod bearings is a big deal on BMW because it's garbage.
They kind of have some bearing issues.
Has some engineering issues.
Yep, there it goes.
Yep.
Nice.
Would you like a ratchet?
No, I want to stand here till next Tuesday doing this.
Getting somewhere. Ooh. How's the bearing look?
Like a bearing. There's no copper, so that's good.
Yay. It's got a pool of oil. Ew.
There you go.
All right.
One piston.
Half the pistons are out. Getting the other half. Isn't too bad. Just oily as hell.
Yeah.
Just messy.
Yep.
Making a big old mess.
Big
Oh well.
mess.
Okay, we got all 8 pistons and rods out of there. Let me tell you, I was holding one of the rods and they are ridiculously light. So Josh was testing it with the magnet. They are not magnetic, so we're pretty sure that these are actually titanium rods.
Yeah, the Pinkel rods are titanium.
Yeah,
That's why they're so light.
Super light. It's pretty amazing. I was noting, if you look in there, you can see the little oil squirters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, if I can get in there just enough. Yeah, it's aimed, little tubes aimed right at the bottom of the piston. That's pretty cool. That's as far as we can get today because, well, we don't have the impact gun or the 36 millimeter. So we need to get that. In the next video, we're gonna pull out the crank, pull out all the stuff on the front. We'll check the liners to make sure that they are in spec. So we'll kind of get the rest of this all checked out and get it in a good position. So if you'd like to, please support the channel by going to normalguysupercar.com. There you can buy parts and services for your car. Use the code NGS10. I'll hook you up with 10% off almost everything in the store. Also, if you don't see something in the store or you want a custom quote, email us sales@normalguysupercar.com and we can do our best to try and find the best price possible. And we'll also meet or beat other quotes that you've gotten. So we want to make sure that you get the best deal possible. That's one of our goals. Hi, Richard. You got really close before I noticed. What? Yeah, that was exceptionally close. By the way, you smell nice. You do. You got a nice wafty smell.
Tell them about how sweet it's going to be.
Well, I'm not there yet.
Oh,
I'm not there yet. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Got a few more things to say. One is, go check out Ricambia America. They're our sponsor for this video. Use the code NGS10. If you spend more than $100, they'll take off 10%. You want to like, share, and subscribe, please do that. That does support the channel and keeps us going. It gets the YouTube rankings up.
And comment below what you think Richard smells like.
Oh, yeah. When we say he smells nice, what is that nice? Yeah. You know the drill. We're going to be doing a lot more car stuff, so you're going to want to stay tuned.
It's going to be sweet!
Oh, my God.